What's up, YouTube fans? Today we'll take a look at the Ramen Toys Makina Labs Great White and Portia White figures, or their version of a M.A.S.K, Shark, and Gloria Baker. So this is kind of a special one for M.A.S.K fans because we never actually got this in the retail line. They kind of stopped making it and this one never came out. So for those that never got it, you can now fulfill that dream of completing the line. And I did get a chance to take a look at the pre-production version. We'll bring that in to compare a little bit later. And they have made a couple of little changes here and there. Now, I didn't have the actual action figure, the Portia White figure. So here she is. So this is my first time looking at that. And we'll take a look in detail at her. I just find it funny that it's called the Great White and her last name is White, Portia White. It's just named them together. But it is very cool that you finally get this figure, which we never got in the M.A.S.K line. Now, there is a little gotcha with this. It's missing the display stand. So before I received this figure, which I didn't actually know was coming because I didn't get a tracking or fact that it was shipped, I got an email from Ramen Toys. It says, as some of you have already pointed out, the display stand is missing from the item. We'd like to offer our sincere apologies for the overlook on the missing display stand. Rest assured that we will uphold our principle of delivering full product as advertised. As such, we'll be issuing out a promo code to all affected customers who bought Great White to claim for the missing display stand. Please allow us some time to work out the details of the promo code so that we will not miss any customers who bought the Great White. So we do have to get the stand separately, and it sounds like they're going to be giving you a promo code so you can get it, which is a good thing. It is the same stand we got with the Gullwing figure, their version of Thunderhawk, so it's not anything new. Actually, I don't think it is, but either way, it's nice of them to fix that issue. I did mention in the unboxing, they revealed a Piranha figure in the comic, so I'm looking forward to that reveal from them. And we haven't had a bad guy yet, so that's the first bad guy, unless they do the Manta Ray, which I think we're going to get. But now let's take a look. I'm just going to set this aside for now. First, we'll take a look at the vehicle. We've got nice yellow paint here. On the front, we've got translucent with orange, silver, and then black for the outline of the headlights. Great White logo on the license plate. Down here, you got some black paint for this intake here. On the side, we got silver paint for the wheels, rubberish tires, kind of rubbery plastic, really. A metallic orange here for the turn signal or the marker light. On the bottom, you got gunmetal paint. On the back, we got the Great White license plate, and that's been enlarged from the original. Translucent orange and red lights there. Great White symbol there in the rear window. And then the exhaust pipe kind of sticks out and it is painted, so that looks nice. All in all, it's a really good looking vehicle. Let me bring in the original and just show you some of the differences that I see. Is that front looks like they've added a bunch of paint. License plate, the fog lights have been painted. Oh, that looks good. On the side, I believe it is the same. I don't think they've changed anything other than the tolerance for the door. That's been fixed. On the new one, it actually opens and closes firmly. On the back, it looks like they enlarged the rear license plate. So that looks good. And then they got rid of whatever these black little lines were down there. On the bottom, it looks like they painted this piece right here, the gunmetal. But other than that, I think it is the same. Oh yeah, no, it looks like this was black plastic that they now painted in the gunmetal. So that looks good as well. So some minor differences. On the inside, they did change. Actually, I'll show you this way. You can see on the steering wheel, they have a little bit of teal for the steering wheel stalks, turn signal, and the windshield wipers, whereas this one was just that beige color. So I had a little bit of detail there, but other than that, that is pretty much the same. They've maybe tweaked some tolerances on this one. I didn't get the missiles or the actual action figure with this copy, so now we have all that. We can take a look at that. So if you did watch my review of this, it was a little bit incomplete because this is a pre-production sample, didn't come with everything. But that's the outside of the vehicle. Let's open up and take a look. We get all that nice detail. Let's get in a little bit closer. And you can see we've got painted dash and steering wheel detail on the shifter knob. You got a screen over here with, looks like Thunderhawk and I don't know, a bad guy there. But it's very cool. They have painted pedals. I think that's all the same. The only thing that's different is the teal on the steering wheel stocks, but still very, very nice. You do get a seatbelt here, and that is for the action figure. So let's bring in the action figure. And here is Portia White. She's got painted brown hair, flesh-colored face and neck, yellow and green paint for the jacket, yellow plastic for the arms, but then painted blue for the gloves, painted blue for the pants. I believe the boots are actually yellow plastic with brown paint and silver paint. That all looks good. Here's the back. Painted green back there as well. Does have articulation. The head is on a ball joint. It goes a little bit, not really, forward and backward. You do get a little side to side, and it rotates around. It is on a ball joint. It's meant to be removed to put the mask on, which I'll show you in a minute. Shoulders come out to the side, and they can rotate around up to there. I'd imagine it goes all the way around. No. Yeah. Maybe? Yeah, it does go all the way around and out to the side. You have a bend at the elbow, 90 degrees. We have a waist rotation. Legs will kick up to there. Back to there. 90-degree bend at the knee. And there's her articulation. We can pop off the head on the ball joint and replace it with this M.A.S.K helmet, which looks very good. It's got black paint for the visor, brown for the details around. That looks nice. We can bend up her legs, get her arms up, and we'll get her in here. And you can put the seatbelt around. And you do have to kind of position it so that she can sit properly and also look like she's actually driving. And then you can move the seat forward. It's on a slider. So you can slide that forward. Oops. And plug the... And you can kind of get her positioned to look like she's holding the steering wheel. Now I can't get it perfectly on there, but that's pretty good. And I just think that's cool. Close that up, and then you can see her from through the front windshield. Sorry about the reflection. That's pretty neat. As far as accessories, we do get the missiles that also make up the fog lights. We don't have the stand like I mentioned earlier, but these will just push into here. It is spring loaded, so just hold on to it and push it in completely. It should rest into there. I love how it looks like actual fog lights. Looks like the lens of a fog light. They really did a good job on that. I'm glad they made it clear. These are firing missiles. I'm going to show you that when we get it transformed. But for now, that is the complete vehicle. And I did forget to mention, we do get these rear view mirrors separately. And there's really no reason to take them off, so I just plugged them in and left them on there. But if you want it without them, you can remove them. I'm planning to just leave them installed though. But that's really it. That's all the accessories we get. We get 2 more missiles, so if you lose these, I guess you could put those on. It does roll on these wheels, although my surface isn't completely flat. And for comparison, there it is with the Makina Labs Gullwing, their version of the Thunderhawk. The vehicle is about the same size, a little bit shorter actually. And actually, let's put this down. About the same length. and about the same width and about the same height, maybe slightly higher. So very, very close in dimensions. And for some size comparisons, there it is next to an original G1 version of the M.A.S.K manta ray with Vanessa. And you can see the Makina Labs vehicles are quite a bit larger, taller, longer, and wider. And then here it is with the DX9 version of G2 Dead End. Also a same vehicle, you know, a Porsche vehicle, so I figured I'd show you next to it. So quite a bit bigger in vehicle mode. So if you are trying to compare these or display these with the original M.A.S.K figures, I think they might be a little bit big for your taste. But by the way, they are making this one here. They already announced it. I think they call him Purple Ray. So we'll get a bad guy. Plus we're getting Piranha, which they announced in the comic that we got for this guy. If you're interested, you can look at the unboxing I did. And I'm pretty excited that they're doing that one too. All right, let's get it transformed into its battle mode. So we'll do a couple things. We'll come to the bottom here. There's a button. A couple of things are going to happen. One, these two fins are going to pop up, and then these two wheels are going to pop out. So you want to leave your fingers out of the way. So I'm going to hold it like this just for display purposes so you can see what's happening. And keep my fingers out of the way so everything can happen. So there you go. We got the fins and we got the wings. Come to the back here, you can push in on the wheels to reveal the turbines. This is an underwater vehicle, by the way. And on the front here, we're going to pull out on the wheels, rotate that up, and that's going to sit flat like this. Open up this little panel here, you're going to pull out this fin. Then you can just close that down or leave it open, whatever you want. I think it looks better closed. All right, and then do the same thing on this side. Pull the wheel out, fold that in, lift up this panel, pull out this. And it already looks pretty good. Oh, we had to do this. So push down on this. That'll reveal the periscope. You can close that panel. Rotate this around. There is a little bit of paint on that periscope. And we have one thing left to do. It already looks good, but there's one last thing. So come to here. You're going to slide these out. And they are marked right and left. So you got to look. It does say R and L there. Hard to show on camera. But those will fit into here. So left side is the driver's side. So you can plug that into the left side. Right side is the passenger side. Plug that into there. All right, the last step here, come to the bottom. And you want to be careful with these. So there's this particular way to do it. You're going to fold this out. Don't go past this point. There's a little clip right here. Slide it outwards and then fold it down. If you do it that way, you won't have any issues. If you just force it over and hit that clip, you'll break it. So be careful. Push it out and fold it over. And there you go. There is the completed battle mode or attack mode for Great White. And I think it looks really good. Nice job overall. I do like the little logos back here. That worked out nicely. And we can actually fire these missiles. So you're going to press down on the headlight. I'll show you that. So they fire pretty firmly. So that one I lost already. But that's why they give you 4. So you can just reload that. Really nicely done little weapons there. So final recommendations on the Ramen Toys Makina Labs Great White. And by the way, I did borrow the stand from the gull wing for this display. I really like this. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. They did a really nice job on the overall look of the vehicle. They nailed the look of the Porsche. I also really like how they designed the, converting pieces. It does feel robust. I saw something about, being careful with this. I haven't had any problem with the pre-production sample or this one, so I think people are just, forcing it. If you do it the way I showed you, you won't have an issue. I love the way they did this. It was a really smart design to have it as a separate piece, because otherwise you weren't going to get the fin all the way to the windshield. So that's smart and also hides away. So that works. And overall, it feels robust. Doesn't feel like anything is going to fail or break over time. I just think the only missing thing is the stand. Now, I think they could really go next level if they included a water effect here on with the stand, maybe just like a little blue piece, so it looks like it's floating through the water rather than flying through the air. Because right now it looks like it's flying through the air. That's a minor, nitpick there, but I think that would have been a nice little touch, is to make it look like it's going through the water. But that's it for today. Definitely interested in picking up the rest of this line. Can't wait to see the manta ray and piranha figures come out. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Ace from Ramen Toys for allowing me to take a look at the pre-production sample as well. And we'll see you next time.